Hey guys, Parallel here, and welcome to Star Trek Online. In this video, I am actually going to be doing the new featured episode, Broken Circle. And just to spice things up a little bit here, I'm actually going to be running this on my rather neglected alt, which is my Talaxian Science Officer on the KDF faction. I actually created this character during the Delta Recruit event, just so I could keep him as a Delta Recruit. Even though the event expires, if you created a character at that time, they'd always remain a Delta Recruit. So I thought I would create a Talaxian alt, which I didn't have any character of this species yet, so hey, why not? So I will be using this character. He is only level 19, and I thought it would be interesting to try one of these featured episodes on a low-level alt just to see how the enemies scale down. I've actually done some other featured episodes in the past on low-level alts, and they typically do scale down the enemies pretty well, so it is, usually quite doable on a low-level character. And while I'm doing this, I thought I would go through and, give any, tips or tricks to new or, relatively new characters, below level 20. Right, so let's take a look here. Now, I guess my first tip would be this. If you have a low-level character, no matter what level your character is, when you see a new featured episode come out, definitely do it. Definitely run it. Because they have really upped the rewards on these featured episodes, particularly recently. I mean, they've always had good rewards, but recently they have really stepped it up. And a lot of these featured episodes, if you don't do them during the featured episode time frame, they are limited time, then they become a regular level 60 mission, and you can't do it until you get way through all of the other episodes. So definitely do these when they come out. And so I just brought up my mission log here, and you can see that the featured episodes are usually shown over here on the left, and you can just click on it, and you can actually transwarp right there. Before I do that, I do want to go through and just quickly show you, my build, I guess. It's just a level 19 character, so I'm still only a lieutenant commander, and so I'm only running tier 2 ship. But I thought I would at least just go through it, just so people can see what I'm actually running to give this a try. I really just have pretty standard gear for my kit. I'm just running a normal science kit. I'm running medical tricorder and exothermic induction field, which is great ability for science characters, a nice AoE damaging ability. Just regular Mark IV armor, blue quality, regular Mark IV shield. Now, I did actually run the previous featured episode on this character, which had this as a reward, this Chronoton split beam rifle. And this is one of the reasons you want to run these featured episodes on your alts, is that this reward, it gives you a purple quality weapon, at your mark level, but it also comes with free upgrades. So when I get to level 20 on this character, I can actually come back here, upgrade this weapon to, Mark 5 for free. It's a really cool, so you can actually, level this weapon with you just by using the upgrade system, and it's totally free. So again, fantastic rewards for all of these featured episodes. Definitely take advantage of them. Like I said, I'm a Delta Recruit, so I did get the paradox corrector device that gives you a heal, kind of an emergency heal. It's on a real long cooldown though. But if you're a Delta Recruit, you can get this device on any of your characters. And the ship I'm going to be running is the Qaw'Dun Bird of Prey. The Qaw'Dun is actually a sea store ship, believe it or not. This ship, I honestly don't remember, but there was a while back when they had Cryptic did a free giveaway where you just had to log in and they would give you the free tier 2 ship. Where am I going? Tier 2 ship. So all you do is log in and it would unlock for all your characters. So I actually have this ship right here that I will be flying. I don't recommend spending, Zen on these low tier ships. You out-level them so fast and everything, it's generally not worth it. Outside of a few particular ships that are worth getting just for their console, but in general, I wouldn't recommend doing this. The regular bird of prey is plenty fine for these levels. So that is what I'm running. You can see I've just got two dual disruptor dual beam banks up front, a few disruptor induction coils in the tactical console slot. One of the other perks of being a Delta recruit is they do give you purple quality gear every 10 levels. You get a box that you can select, different gear that's gives you purple quality gear at your mark level. I'm also using this as the console that comes with this ship, which is a shield drain. Reduces the shield power fed by foes. So yeah, it's not that great, but it's a gimmick, and I don't have any other really good consoles at this level, so why not use it? I am running a torpedo. This is the Harpang torpedo you get from the episodes, so if you're just running through the Klingon storyline, you will get this torpedo, and it's pretty decent. I definitely recommend using torpedoes for leveling up because their base damage is really good against hull, so it will, until you start getting way into the late game where you have lots of beam skills and tons of consoles that buff your beam damage, your torpedoes are still pretty good. Now for my skills, I actually have some skill points available here, so I will spend them. If you are leveling up, I do recommend getting, you can take a look at the skills that I'm working on right now. But I do recommend, getting starship weapons training and energy weapons. They are good for starting out. They're just, raw damage buffs to your energy weapons. Starship attack patterns is also good, and now that once you get higher level and you actually are running some attack patterns, it is good to get this skill. Let me actually double check. I'm not sure if I actually... Yeah, see, I'm running 2 beamfire wheels right now, so I don't actually have any attack patterns yet, so I'm not going to invest there quite yet. Some other good skills, driver coil is good. This helps you when you're going in and out of full impulse, which you often do in missions. This helps, return your power levels back much quicker. Even end game builds, this is typically a good skill just because you do go in and out of impulse so fast, and it does help get your power levels back. Anything else we should get? I should get some structural integrity. This is a good skill. It's just a flat out hit point buff to your ship's hull. And shield systems is kind of the same thing for your shields. Have flat out shield hit point buff. Pretty good skill. Warp core efficiency, you can get up to 6, which is helps increase your power levels in systems when you have a low power setting, which I usually run my engines and shields at low power, so it's a good skill to have. Flow cap is a good skill once you get a plasmonic leech. If you don't have that, I'd recommend just not investing in there. And what else? Down here I could invest a little bit in ground, I guess. I don't know if I should put some so my heal does a little bit more, or a little bit more shielding. Yeah, let's just go with this for now. So those are the skills I'm running. I am running the Talaxian trait. I've heard that this trait actually doesn't work right now, and that it's bugged, but we'll see if it actually works. It supposedly gives you a small chance, 5% chance, to get random R&D materials, through just normal fighting. So it's when attacking targets that are below 25% hull. Okay. So there you go. For my bridge officer stations, I am running Beamfire at Will 1 and 2. I've got my emergency power to shields and weapons, and 1 science team. So there it is. So, like I said, you definitely want to run these. You definitely want to run these featured episodes. And another thing I noticed is that even if you at least run them once on a character, and then once the featured episode leaves, you will still be able to replay that episode. Even when it becomes like a normal level 60 mission, you will still be able to run that, replay that episode as long as you've already run it once during the event. So I just transwarped there. Nice thing is that featured episode transwarps are free. Keep that in mind. So while this featured event is going, you can always click here, click transwarp, and it puts you, puts you right near the Dyson sphere. So definitely a nice transwarp to have. So for the next few weeks, free transwarps to the Dyson sphere. I do think, I do believe you have to be at least level 10 to do these featured episodes. I could be wrong on that. Alright, so let's hail. Broken Circle.
Please report to the Qaw'Dun system. Our partnership with the Qaw'Dun is starting to bear fruit, but the project may take more time to complete than we have left. We must consider any plan that ensures our survival.
Alright, so let's check out the new Qaw'Dun facility. It's kind of cool that they were tying this episode in with the new Qaw'Dun research lab that they released as part of the fleet system. So let's go down here and take a look at the rewards. Now I have run this already on my main, so I don't get the one-time weekly reward, which is a free spec point. So the first time you run this, you do get a free spec point once per account. Other than that, you get this unstable warp bubble skill, which I have not tested yet, so I don't have an opinion on that. You get is that a title, I believe? I think that's just a title. You get a good amount of dilithium. And so this has only been unlocked for 1 week, so you can only choose one of these two rewards. But this one, it looks like it's pretty good. So this is another, if this is another weapon that, is purple quality at your mark level and then comes with free upgrades. So this is another weapon that you could, take with you. It's an anti-proton weapon, and it's a full, full auto rifle? Yeah, full auto rifle. So decent weapon. I mean, definitely worth having. You can level it up with your character, and it'll really help your leveling to have this because it will be a, purple quality weapon all the way through. This other item here is just a tactical console that's generic. Honestly, I would not bother with this. Yeah, it's not worth it. I'm curious about these other rewards. Reactive Armor Catalyst Pack. Interesting. Is that like a consumable? But they do also, then the next week, they'll have a Universal Kit Module, Jam Subspace Transmission. Disables summoning of reinforcements, fields, and fabricated devices. Could have some situational uses, I suppose. And this one actually looks pretty cool as well. Call Delta Alliance Reinforcements. I wonder if this is like a, call in fleet support. That would be pretty cool. But for now, I would say it's definitely worth running to get this anti-chronoton rifle. So let's accept this. Okay, now that I've accepted it, I can start the mission. So let's get going.
You are cleared for docking.
That's a really cool scene right there with the whole fleet. Captain Qaw'Dun has set his aide, Lieutenant Tulek, to give you a brief tour of the Qaw'Dun research facility. So far, the Alliance's venture with the Qaw'Dun has been very productive. Together, our team are making progress towards completing Anorax's design for a ship capable of temporal incursions. The lieutenant is waiting to greet you, sir. So, I actually did rewatch the Voyager episode Year of Hell a few days ago, because this whole patch, this whole 10.5 this whole 10.5 season that came out about a week ago has really been focusing on that Year of Hell episode, and since it's all based on that, I thought it'd be a good idea to go back and watch it. But just to get more familiar with the Krenim and the other races, the Nahydran and the Zal. So
greetings. On behalf of Captain Qaw'Dun and Alliance Command, I am pleased to welcome you to our research station. The captain is completing his preparations. In the meantime, I will give you a tour of the facility where we are building a weapon that will end the Iconian threat once and for all. Follow me. Our researchers can explain how the weapon works and answer any questions you may have.
Alright, lead the way. So this is a cool new facility that they put together. Kind of as a result from the last featured episode where they where you meet the Krenim.
Have the development area.
How much do you know about the Krenim, 7 of 9?
The Borg have extensive records on the Krenim. They were a species of great interest to the Collective.
I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying us like a bug in a petri dish. I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying anyone.
And what about the Iconians?
The Collective spent a great deal of resources pursuing Iconian technology. They believed the species to be extinct. They were incorrect.
So much for the Borg knowing everything.
The Iconians' technology is far beyond even the capabilities of the Borg.
Fine, but what about shielding the ship that's using the weapon? We haven't solved the paradox problem yet.
This is not my first experience with alternate timelines. It would be possible to develop a form of temporal shielding to protect this vessel from alterations in the timeline.
Yes, the temporal shielding. That was a key part of the Year of Hell episode. Once they finally were able to put that shielding together, actually 7 of 9 did that with the help of Tuvok. So it was a pretty key element, because if you're not temporally shielded when you use this Krenim weapon, then you get altered along with the rest of history. So yeah, definitely gotta have that. Let's go take a look over here.
Welcome to our facility. I'm working with one of the teams here to develop the time ship and choose a target. What we do is different from time travel. Anorax's designs are actually for a weapon that can remove elements from the time stream completely, and then time reshapes itself to account for that absence.
Time reshapes itself? Does that mean reality itself will change?
In some ways, yes. Once the weapon is fired, it can create an entirely new reality. And anyone or anything that isn't temporally shielded will be a part of that reality. That's why we have to proceed slowly. If we're not careful, we could change everything we know and not even know what's happened.
That could be as dangerous to us as it is to the Iconians.
But think of the possibilities. We could reverse the effects of wars, stop threats like the Iconians, even turn back time and eliminate the Borg. This is a weapon, but it's one that can make a better galaxy.
Perhaps, but many terrible things have come about from the best of intentions.
Captain Qaw'Dun's briefing is about to begin. Follow me to the conference room.
Alright. Yes, that is very true. And just a little warning here, I'll probably mention some spoilers from the Year of Hell episode, so if you haven't seen it, go watch it. If you're playing through this content in Star Trek Online, it's good to have that background anyway. Because this weapon is kind of cool. It was a very good episode, how kind of it made it really difficult. The Anorax had a lot of difficulty predicting how his weapon would actually affect the time stream. So he would you know, he'd use the weapon on a certain planet and would eliminate that race from history, but then it would have all kind of unintended effects, and he could never get the exact result that he wanted. So I get the feeling something like that's going to happen here. It's like we're going to, you know, something will happen where like you eliminate the Borg, but then you realize that the Borg had actually, you know, helped in some part of the galaxy, or they eliminated a threat, you know, they eliminated some threat, and now that the Borg are eliminated, that threat still exists, and then they end up wiping out the galaxy. So, you know, all kinds of unintended consequences there.
Greetings. I have heard much about your victories against the Iconians. It is an honor to work with a hero of the Empire. We are almost ready to begin. First, however, Starfleet's temporal agent would like a word. He has concerns about our plans for the Krynim weapon.
Yes, let's go talk to the temporal agent.
Greetings. My name is Philip Cray. I'm the liaison from Temporal Investigations for this project.
Pleased to meet you.
The Federation has some serious concerns about possible violations of the Temporal Prime Directive. Normally, Starfleet personnel are strictly prohibited from directly interfering with historical events, and should make every effort to maintain the timeline. I understand that Klingon temporal intelligence has similar regulations in place.
And yet, this weapon is being created for exactly that purpose.
Indeed. That should tell you how serious this war has become. If the Iconians win, there probably won't be anyone left to preserve the timeline. In this instance, my role is to ensure that we succeed in our task with the minimal possible disruption to the timeline, as well as to address any repercussions of those disruptions.
So the directive is only a directive when it is convenient.
I don't disagree. As a Starfleet officer, I am sworn to uphold the Temporal Prime Directive. Not only that, but I have seen firsthand the dangers that come from ignoring it. But as the Vulcans say, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. The Iconians cannot use time travel, and that makes it a weapon we can use against them. We must consider carefully whether it is too dangerous of a weapon to use at all.
Right. It's kind of that way with the regular Prime Directive, right? Even then, sometimes there are cases when you have to violate the Prime Directive. Yeah, as many of the Enterprise captains have done, so I understand. I still have my objections. I understand, I suppose. Alright, I'm gonna look around. Yeah, so you can see the whole fleet over there. That is pretty cool. Although I don't see them moving. I wonder if that's just like a background painting or something, not actual 3D modeling. I'm kind of wondering why they don't move. Oh well, let's get the briefing going.
The war is not going as well as we might wish. Our fleets are protecting key worlds, but dozens of other targets have fallen to Herald attacks. Civilian casualties are rising. We need to act. This facility is building a device to turn the tide in our favor. Captain Nog, what is the status of the weapon?
We've had some setbacks, Captain. We're still weeks from a working prototype. No amount of temporal manipulation will change that.
And have you chosen a target for the temporal incursion?
We're still running simulations. We've configured the holodecks to help us evaluate the possible changes that occur after removing an element from the time stream. Some of these scenarios show promise, but none are exactly what you want.
Very well. We cannot afford to wait another day. We are losing this war. We need to strike now. A direct engagement is our only option. We will put all our resources into a full attack on the Iconians. Every ship we can muster will be a part of one massive strike against the Herald Sphere. Captain Paris is already moving into position with the Vanguard. Ships here will report to the Herald Sphere as soon as possible. There will be more warriors in Stovokor tonight. But first, we will make the Iconians bleed.
Now, see, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I remember going through this the first time, and I'm not sure why they would launch an all-out assault on the sphere. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. If you were trying to hold out long enough to put the weapon together, seems like you would want to pull your fleet back and protect, you know, just hold out as long as you can. I'm a little bit suspicious of this whole plan. I'm kind of suspicious of this Klingon. I'm actually, I don't know, in the back of my mind here, I'm almost thinking he might be, you know, controlled by one of the parasites, or something's going on there, because, I don't know, he's just not doing a great job leading the fleet. He might be, you know, under control by the Iconians. Alright, let's head out. Orders coming in from Captain Qaw'Dun now, sir. The battle has commenced, and Captain Paris is preparing to engage the enemy. The Groth is to rendezvous with the task force waiting in the Kiana system, and then report with them to the Herald Sphere to reinforce the ships already there. Okay. Rendezvous with the task force. So that's just them right there. I'm gonna go fly over here and check out the fleet here. What the? So yeah, there's an invisible wall here. Yep. So yeah, these are definitely not rendered actual ships. I'm kind of curious. I mean, there is depth to it, so it's not just like a flat, you know, it's not just like a flat sprite or bitmap or something. It's actually...
You are the last ship to arrive. We are ready to set course for the sphere.
But definitely cool. I do like that they did that, even if they kind of cheated a little bit on the... Probably their engine might not handle that many ships, I would think.
Alpha Wing, you are cleared for departure.
Looks like we got a command cruiser, a Nagvar. What else is there? Got my little bird of prey going. So the fleet is in complete disarray. We are picking up multiple distress calls and incoming transmissions from Captain Paris. Sure.
Am I glad to see you? It's just not working. The Iconians are gating in their ships, and they have far more reserves than we anticipated. I've called for a hold on the flagship assault until we regroup. There's no point in a suicide run. First, we need to help our ships in trouble. Can I count on you to help?
You bet. We'll do all we can for those ships. Alright, so let's see if my little bird of prey will hold up here to Herald ships.
USS Keller. We are losing warp containment and are in need of immediate assistance.
I do believe this counts as a raider, so let's see if I can get flanking bonus here.
Now, engines and weapons are down. Requesting immediate assistance. Commander.
Yeah, I don't see these Baltim Raiders doing their that one ability that they have where they like do a warp jump and then come in and like do a strafing run right near you and do a lot of damage. So yeah, they definitely do scale them down. It wasn't too horrible, although I really don't have a lot of abilities. Let's see if I can get behind this battleship here. Get some good flanking bonuses, which is cool. Oh crap. This ain't good, this ain't good. Those solar gateways are deadly. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah. Vomf Battleship 1, Bird of Prey 0. Let's try that again. What the? Oh, viral probe. I'm forgetting how fast these little ships turn. I'm used to driving a cruiser around. Oh, is this gonna... Oh, this does get a battle cloak. I didn't realize that. Let's see if we can stay out of range of that solar gateway for sure. Get this battleship down. Let's get a sensor scan going on him, which I should have already done before, but I didn't. There we go. Yeah, Fire at Will is really good for taking down those. Yeah, not too bad. It's a little better with the fleet helping out here. But yeah, Fire at Will is good for taking out those little... Do I need to repair this, or does it repair on its own? I don't know. Let's just head to the next area, I guess. But yeah, Beam Fire at Will is good for taking out like those solar gateways and things. Yeah, it's just always handy because it will target them and take them out while you can still focus your firepower on the main ship. A bunch of Baltim Raiders hanging out here. Let's see. Cloak. Oh yeah, they are doing that strafing. Okay, so they do have that ability still. There we go. Yeah, take the Harpang. Yeah, 2,000. That's pretty good. Now he's gonna go into the gateway. Darn it. Holy cow, that hurts. That looked like it went right to my hull, too. That doesn't even... I have some kind of debuff on... And what does that do? Suppression Barrage. I could barely move. Oh, Harpang missed. Alright, I got some allies up here. Maybe these I need to repair. There we go. Avorcha. Very cool Klingon battlecruiser. Used quite a bit in the Next Generation episodes Definitely a favorite of mine. There's the Presidio. Oh man, those are those new Tier 6 pilot ships. They're all getting like one-shotted by the Heralds.
We're falling back.
I cannot do that, Captain. A Klingon does not run from battle. Farewell, Captain. Today is a good day to die.
All right, people, we've got one shot at this.
Sorry, I'm laughing, but I just find it amusing that all the brand new Tier 6 pilot ships are getting one-shotted by the Heralds. Not exactly a good sales pitch for Cryptic. Yeah, buy our
We'll take care of the reinforcements. Follow that dreadnought.
buy our new Tier 6 pilot ships, and you can get one shot by Iconians. Yeah, maybe not. We've traveled inside the sphere. From what we know, the Heralds use the sphere to control and protect the Iconian Gateway network. We've had a strike force assaulting the sphere like this one since the beginning of the war, but never managed to do more than knock the gateways offline temporarily. First priority is finding our strike team. The enemy flagship is straight ahead. Priority hail coming from Captain Paris.
The flagship's shields are down, and it's losing power. Looks like they're trying to interface with the sphere to give themselves a boost. This might be our one chance to board it and take control. I have 3 troop transports standing by.
Alright, let's do this. Clear a path to the flagship. Subspace Gateway. Delta Raiders. We'll take this guy out. USS Mercury seems to be doing pretty good.
Signaling the carriers
to
move into position now.
See, that Harpang's pretty decent. That's getting like 3k crits. It's not bad.
Herald reinforcements inbound. We need to deal with them.
Wait for carriers to move into position. Is that it, the Nagvar? Defend carriers while they launch shuttle boarding parties. Okay, let's take a look at this damaged mothership here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a very cool looking ship. This is gonna be bad. I don't know if I can take this battleship out here or not. Maybe I should just work on the cruiser first. Turbulence, and crap, here comes the Raider. Oh man, they got a tractor beam on me, this is not good. Evasive maneuvers, someone get me out of here. That was not a successful attack. Yeah, come on Mercury, help me out here. Get some flanking bonuses. gosh. That's it. This Raider's gotta die. Oh, Harpang, I need you to crit right there. Note to self, take out the Raiders first. Looks like they did take care of the battleship, though. Oh man, there's another wing coming there. There's a cruiser, and I don't see a Raider. They're already aggroed on him, so this is probably a good time. Sensor sweep in. Man, those tractor beams are killer. Get me out of here. Yeah, I took out the cruiser before I died. 1%. Wow. So yeah, Iconians are still pretty difficult at this level. They still get their EMP probes and their viral probes. They still get their what's the other thing they do? The subspace turbulence field or whatever it is. Okay, I'm gonna take out this Raider. Oh, apparently we did it already. Yeah, what's this thing called? Ionic turbulence, yeah. Another very annoying ability that they get.
Boarding parties are on the flagship and reporting heavy resistance. I'll stay here and keep any reinforcements off your back. You need to transport to the flagship and help our teams there.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah, but with Iconians in space battle, you definitely need to keep moving to avoid those EMP probes and the turbulence fields and everything. The more you keep moving, you can stay out of those. Sir, interference from the sphere is blocking comm signals, attempting to compensate. Do what you can.
We got through. What's your status? We can't reach any of the other away teams.
We're on board. Away teams are engaging the Heralds.
Acknowledged. Sensors are picking up power fluctuations near your coordinates. The impact with the Quartar must have disrupted their systems. Start disabling anything you can reach. If we do enough damage, maybe that will help us take their ship.
Alright, sounds like an old-fashioned pirate raid. So yeah, Iconians on ground are also quite formidable enemies. I think what makes them so hard on the ground is that they just have a really good mix of melee and ranged. So, you know, if you can't really crouch that much, you know, to increase your defensive range, because then the melee will come up and waste on you, and yeah, it's just better just to stay mobile most of the time with the Iconians. Thank you, Lieutenant Commander. Away teams are attacking power junctions, but they are encountering heavy resistance. It would be an honor to join your team. Oh, you're gonna follow me around? Sounds good. Definitely good to have some help here because I am low level and I don't have much I can do.
Away teams reporting in, sir. Heavy resistance and heavy casualties.
Yeah, the game definitely, you know, as you scale up and get a lot more abilities, definitely becomes much more active.
Weapon discharges dead ahead.
Much more engaging combat once you do have all those abilities. Now those thralls are particularly nasty. Yeah, they'll come and teleport behind you, and their melee attacks shred you fast. So I usually like to take them down first. So yeah, this anti-chronoton beam gun from the last featured episode is actually quite good. I do like split beam rifles. It's probably my favorite type right now, just because the secondary attack is an exploit attack that has a very quick animation, so it's very good to.
Federation and Herald weapons fire beyond this door. There is also a power junction.
All right. Let's put some exothermic field on you guys. I've got quite a team following me here. We round them all up. It's pretty hilarious. The malfunction, I guess. Alright, time to fight the Iconian. And yeah, these are pretty similar to the Heralds.
Matara is retreating.
The named Heralds
She might be trying to recharge her energy.
They put on these little floaty circles, like when you go in when it makes you float. Which
Whoa,
is annoying.
what are you doing over there? The fluctuations are increasing exponentially.
We disabled some power junctions, but Matara escaped us. Okay, this is Matara. And Naket, I think, was the other one that Kalis injured in the last episode. He must be doing some damage to get her attention.
Interesting, but it makes sense. The Iconians are energy beings. If Matara can't use the ship's systems, she'll use herself as a battery for the gateways. But that's probably dangerous for her. She's bleeding herself dry with every gateway. Keep at it. If you can drain enough of her energy, she might make herself vulnerable.
Herald, reinforcements!
See, that was another thing I didn't understand about this episode is why would the Iconian drain her own energy to make gateways? That
other junction, sir.
Doesn't make any sense. Why not just conserve her own energy?
There is another power junction ahead.
That was never really explained, I guess, to me anyway. I'll try to pay attention again this time to see if it is explained, but no anomalies in the area. It looks like we need to actually go this way. I do like the Iconian ship map. It is very cool. The whole transparent floor with the sort of looks like a deep cavern below with energy flowing. I like it. Alright, let's shut down the junction. Where are you at, Matara?
demon is
Alright, go
weakening.
get her.
Keep disabling the power junction.
But yeah, I definitely say focus fire in this game is definitely a very important tactic. I mean, always make sure, you know, map your focus or your attack my target button to a, you know, easily accessible key.
More reinforcements, sir.
Let's get rid of this thrall here.
The area is secure, and the other interface is just over there.
I don't remember having this much help on my higher level character. Maybe they do. They do give you more NPCs to help you out when you're lower level, perhaps.
I am detecting a third junction ahead.
All right, let's head there. Yeah, definitely don't want to. Oh, okay. That doesn't let me fall off. Yeah, but these I really like this tile set. They did a nice job with the Iconian ship tile set.
Another junction just ahead, sir. If we can keep forcing the creature to use her own power, we can weaken her enough to defeat her.
Oh yeah, I never used my tribble. Alright, come on, Matara.
I am detecting strong energy signatures ahead. I believe it to be some kind of command center.
Ah yes, the stereotypical monologuing from the villain here.
Scans confirm her energy readings are decreasing. This could work.
Yep, medical tricorders definitely useful on your science character. Oh, Harbinger's here. That's not good.
A harbinger! Prepare yourself!
Oh crap. Get out of here. No! See, it's kind of a dangerous combination there. You see it held me, and while I was trying to get out of the circle, and then I couldn't get out, and then the circle blew up on me. Definitely gotta watch out for that. Yeah, medical tricorder is definitely nice. Not just for the heal, but it actually gives you a buff, a damage resistance buff when you use it, so... I don't know, come on. Has a nice short cooldown. Yeah, I still use that on my, even on my highest level science character. I still always carry around medical tricorder. It's just a very good defensive ability to have. This guy is poor Klingon warrior. He has been trapped inside the junction. Let's see if this lets him out. You are free. You gonna come? Nope, he's still stuck. Looks like I lost some of my army on that one. All the Romulan Ulans all got killed. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, I will say, I mean, although I think they've been doing a good job in general, Cryptic has been doing a good job in general with these episodes.
The area ahead contains 4 interface junctions.
I'm a little bit disappointed in the Iconians just as an enemy. They just seem a little bit too, I don't know, stereotypical or cliched, kind of megalomaniac, you know, supervillain type. They don't really, I don't know. I was hoping to see a little more cunning out of them. I still don't get that. Why do we make her use her energy? She oh crap. I mean, she did that on her own. We didn't do that. She didn't have to keep gating around. Yeah, here come the reinforcements. Oh wow, they all just came right on top of the minefield. That was awesome. Nice job, my engineer. Who's my engineer? Oh yeah, my Gorn. Aha. Good job, Gorn. You put those mines in a very good spot. What the heck? This guy's trapped here. What the heck are these junctions, like magnets for sucking in your bridge officers? Oh no. Are all my guys stuck over there? I hope not. What are you guys doing? Get over here. Alright, gotta take these defilers out. They tend to run around one-shotting everyone with that charging melee attack that they do. Oh yeah, vaporized him. There we go. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I do like the split beam rifles because of their exploit attack has a really short animation, so it's actually very easy to get off on an exploit, you know, when an enemy is marked. Plus the do I have to? Okay, yeah, let's do these. Plus, since it's split beam, it hits 3 enemies too, so it's a good AE type. I just think it's one of the more balanced weapon types out there. Especially since they balanced full auto rifles, which used to have just kind of the highest DPS just out of the box, but they kind of rebalanced those. So I just went back to my good old split beams. Oh, here's going to be a solar gateway coming. Uh-oh. Come on. Medical tricorder, do your thing. Oh crap, there's 2 defilers here? That's not good. Okay, so far so good. Team is holding up. Ow. But yeah, medical tricorder is good for that, because that little damage resistance buff it gets does make you take less damage for, you know, a little while there, so. Actually not sure how long it is. About 5 seconds or so. But it is on a, you know, really short cooldown itself. I mean, the cooldown is very manageable. I think we made him mad.
I see clearly our ticket. I will stand with you, and these creatures will pay for what they've done. Kill them. Kill them all.
Fall back! Transporter, beam us up!
It's actually Tugcat, not Nutcat. So I was
You made it
that
back.
wrong.
Count yourself among the fortunate few. What's the situation on the flagship?
Matara is
I
dead.
hate to say it, but that might be the first bit of good news I've heard all day. Okay, we need to fall back. While there's still a chance, the Heralds will be coming back in force.
Alright. Scan the derelict vessel. Any survivors? Where is... Is it this one? No, that's just a hulking cinder of a D-Derridex. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. It's a Hapax. Gateways are opening on the edge of the system. Alliance Command is ordering all available ships to fall back and not engage. Alright, it's time to go. Let's get out of here. Scan the escape probe. Alright. But there are so few survivors. All of these ships, all of these people. Of course, laid in for Qaw'Dun system, and we can depart on your order. So that was it from the entire fleet, just a few escape pods? That's not good. That did look like Anorax's ship there, right off to the side of the research lab here. We return to the Qaw'Dun system. Several of our senior officers are waiting for you in the conference room. Now, see, that's the thing. If the Iconians were smart, while we were making the tactical blunder of, attacking with all of our forces on the Herald Sphere and getting wiped out, they should have just, jumped right to the Qaw'Dun system, taken this base out, and then our whole weapon would be gone. But yeah, this thing in the middle right here is Anorax's ship from that Year of Hell episode. That would generate the that temporal incursion beam that would erase whatever it hit from history, and then the whole time stream would be affected. Pretty cool concept, actually. I like whoever came up with that was definitely very creative. That's kind of a cool new take. I mean, they've always done, they've always had time travel in Star Trek and everything, but this is kind of a new take of it where you didn't actually travel through time. The weapon just erased that element from the time stream, and then, could have all kinds of ripple effects. All right, let's talk to everyone.
I want to personally commend you. Whatever success we had in this mission was thanks to you. The Iconians have lost their leader. Their unity is broken. That might give us an opening to end this war. The cost, though, all those people, I can't help but feel that I failed them.
You can't blame yourself? Captain Paris. I knew the risks. Yeah.
I don't think we have a choice now. We have to complete the Krenim device. Captain Qaw'Dun wants it online immediately, but this isn't something we can rush. Cutting corners with temporal mechanics? That's how you end up with unsolvable time paradoxes. Look, I'll do whatever I can, but I'm scared of this technology. Building it will be the greatest challenge of my career. But actually altering time? I'm not sure anyone should have that much power.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be cutting corners with this weapon. Yeah, Anorax, he would always be like meticulously doing all these calculations and simulations to try to predict what would happen after, after making a temporal incursion on some planet somewhere. And something always happened where the calculations were right, and he never got his, his time stream that he wanted back. I understand your concern, but it's our best option, okay? And let's talk to Captain Qaw'Dun, who got our forces all obliterated.
Our operation was a failure. We're still totaling up the casualties, but the cost was too great. The Heralds still stand. They have lost one Iconian, but if anything, that will only prolong the conflict. Defeating Matara was a combination of the sacrifice of Guroth and many others, your quick thinking and martial prowess, and the Iconian's arrogance. Matara did not believe an Iconian could die. The others will not make the same mistake.
Matara did not believe an Iconian could die. Why would she believe that? Do Iconians just think themselves invincible? But I don't know.
Many of our warriors have entered Stavokor this day. We will miss having them at our side in the next battle. But we will continue to fight and survive another day.
And we will defeat the Iconians, yep. So that's it. That is the mission. Now, I did like the mission. It was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, and I've seen other people point this out, that there's actually, let me see if I can zoom in here. There's actually what is supposedly a flux capacitor sitting in here from Back to the Future, which is kind of funny. Definitely does look like that. Is it on all sides? No, it's just on the one side. It's kind of cool that they did that. It's kind of keeping with the Year of Hell episode where Captain Anorax would kind of keep souvenirs from the all of the species and planets that he had wiped out with his time incursions. He like kept trophies or food items or whatever from those planets. And he was, he was kind of what I would consider a really good enemy. You did feel some compassion for him. He was a pitiable enemy because, his motivation for doing these time incursions was to, try to get back his wife, and, he started to feel like, his intentions were good when he first using this weapon, and the first time they used it, they wiped out some colony where his wife was, and then he has been spending all these hundreds of years trying to correct the time stream to get her back. So, I mean, he does have a motivation. He has character and interest behind him. Whereas, like, for example, the Iconians, I don't know, the way they're turning out is just kind of cliche. They just want to destroy everything in the galaxy, take everybody over. And they just lack that, you can't really empathize with them. You can't, they don't have any depth, really. So that's kind of been my, I guess, critique of, how these Iconian episodes have been going. But I will say this mission, I mean, even if the Iconian enemies themselves are not the most interesting enemy, the actual gameplay was quite fun. I did like the attack on the Herald Sphere, and then docking on the damaged mothership was cool. That was a neat phase. And the ground combat was pretty good too. So the actual gameplay of this mission was good. But yeah, other than that, the story was not quite as good. I didn't enjoy the story, definitely not as much as the last episode with Nog. I thought was much better. I really liked the Naga episode, and the Ferengi characters were really great in that episode. They really were true to the show, and yeah, that was a much more interesting episode as far as story goes. But I do like that they got Nog's voice actor back, and they got Jerry Ryan to do 7 of 9, so that's cool. And Tom Paris's voice actor as well, so that's cool. They did do a good job on this episode overall. Very enjoyable episode, other than my minor complaints about the, just the lack of depth in the Iconian as an enemy. Let's beam up, but I'm pretty sure that is it. Let's turn it in, get our reward, and take a look at it. I'm actually curious also to see how much XP this gives. So let's hail.
Our losses were great today, and we will mourn for every hero who died defending their galaxy. I am a warrior. I believe in honorable combat, direct tactics, and looking my enemy in the eye. Although you did manage to destroy Matara and break the unity of the Iconians, I now see that we cannot use traditional combat to defeat them. Captain Nog and his team will continue their work on the weapon. It may be our only option.
Yeah, Captain Kagran, this disaster was pretty much your fault, so I'm still a little bit suspicious of this guy. I'm still not sure if he's working for our team or not. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense to send our whole fleet to be utterly wiped out when all you were trying to do is just buy a little bit of extra time for this time weapon to be used. Alright, let's collect this anti-chronoton rifle.
Congratulations, Commander.
Wow, so that was a ton of XP. You see how far that got. It got me for almost over an entire level. So, yeah, there's another reason to run these episodes if you are a...
Heed the call of the warrior. Claim the honor due your family.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely do these episodes if you are a new or low-level character. You can do them at any level, but you can only do that while the episode... Well, it's a featured episode. Once it becomes a normal episode, it goes back to being level 60, and you'll have to grind all the way there. And since I got level 20, I will count my promotion to Commander. Cool. So I'm going to transport back to Kronos and just quickly take a look at this rifle, the visuals of it. Oh yeah, I'm level 20 now, so, yeah, I almost forgot, at level 20 I get to use tier 3 ships, which means I can finally, let's head up to the shipyard here, which means I can finally get my plasmonic leech. So, as you may or may not know, the plasmonic leech is much easier to get on the Klingon side because you can get it with it comes on one of the sea store ships. It comes on the Gorn. Is it Gorn? What is it here? It is ships tier 3. The Vandal Nausicaan, yeah, Nausicaan Vandal Destroyer. That's what it is, not Gorn. So yeah, since this is available now that I'm level 20, I'm going to claim this ship. And there it is. And so yeah, if you want to get the plasmonic leech on the Klingon side, and you just need to get this ship, the Nausicaan Vandal Destroyer. It's 1,000 Zen, definitely worth it, because since it is a C-store ship, you can claim it on all of your characters. So you just get this once, and all of your KDF characters will have a plasmonic leech. Definite advantage there, because doing that on the Federation side, you're spending 60 million plus per character. So, yeah. Definitely much harder. So let's equip this. And so there it is. Kind of has that purpley. Let's see if I can get a better look at it here. Kind of a glowing purple look. Kind of interesting. Kind of small, actually. Small model. Which is good. If you want a character with a smaller, more compact rifle, this would be more fitting for that kind of look. Oops. What's my draw weapon? There we go. So there it is. That is the anti-chronoton full auto rifle that you get from the episode. And that is pretty much it, folks. I will yeah, why don't I show you, Rick, since I'm here in the shipyard. I can show you the here is the Nausicaan ship, Nausicaan Vandal, and there it is, plasmonic leech. Now, since I'm actually tier 3, I might actually try flying this. I've never actually flown this ship. I only bought it to get the plasmonic leech off there. So, I don't know, maybe I'll do a video about the Nausicaan Vandal Destroyer, because I'm actually quite curious myself to see how that goes. But yeah, once you get that, you can get the plasmonic leech on all of your KDF characters, and I definitely recommend doing that. Let's plasmonic leech is a universal console. You can pull it off, and you know, you can put it right on your current ship. So yeah, that is it, everyone. That was Broken Circle, the newest of the featured episodes. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.